Hello everyone, thanks for watching this video. So in this video, today we are going to understand the Java 5 features. So among all the Java 5 features, here we are going to understand for each loop, or we can say enhanced for loop also. Okay, so this is as part of Java 5 release. Okay, so basically what exactly this enhancement is talking about means what is exactly is the for each loop and or its enhanced for loop. So basically for each loop or enhanced for loop is introduced as part of Java 5 that we already know, and it's basically used to traverse or we have to iterate array or some of the collections API. Before this for each loop also we can able to iterate array having simple for loop int I equal to 0 and I less than length and I plus plus something like that. And for collection already we have many iterators also as well as array also. So this is all about the enhanced for loop they introduce in Java 5. We will got to know what is the advantage of this one into the next slide. Okay, but you have to understand that this is basically to traverse or to iterate with the array or any of the collections API. Okay, so basic syntax of this one is that we will be having one for loop. As you see, we will be having one for loop like that. Okay, inside the for loop we will be having this area that we are receiving from the API. Suppose that if you have collection means array list al equal to new array list, so al means array list object will comes here, same as array object will come here. Okay, and this is the variable type where we are storing the data which is coming from the collections or array, and this is the data type, it is integer or string or whatever. Okay, so this we are storing it here. Okay, so yeah, this is the syntax. Next thing is that what is the advantage of the enhanced for loop. So basically if you understand the enhanced for loop very clearly, if you see there is no int I equal to 0, nothing. If you see the previous index, just you have collections, API from where we are receiving the value and from where we are keeping the value. Only two things we are talking about. Destination means from where we are storing the value, and source from where we are getting the value. There is no int I equal to 0 and all those things. So this, while saying this code, basically you are not able to understand anything. Means what is the length of your array or what is the length of your collection API. So these are all the hidden information. So basically we can say this is the basically high level abstraction level. Okay. Now another thing is that instead of working on how to loop around the list, right, you just have to leave this to JVM. Developers should not have to much worry on that from where, suppose that we are iterating string, right, string length, we know that it start from 0. Like array, we are start iterating from 0 and length minus 1. Same string 0 from 0 to length minus 1. So these are all things we don't have to care into the for each loop. You just have to get your string of string array object or integer array object and just store into your variable and start iterating it. We don't have to care that from where should start and from where should go. Means there is no point to have array index out of one exception here while iterating. Okay, so that is the basically we are talking into the second point. And third point is obviously there is no much code to get the data. It's just two code. First is the object from where we are receiving, and second is that object from where we are storing. That's all. So if you see this code is very understandable, very clear, so we can say that higher abstraction, that is good only. And it eliminates the all programming error. Suppose that you just forgot to initialize any variable, you just forgot to give less than greater than sign. So these are all things basically we don't have to care, it just you leave it to system. Okay, developers should not have to care, just JDK or JVM will take care about this one. So this is the basic advantage of the enhanced for loop. Now coming to the disadvantage, since if anything has advantage, it is should have some disadvantage also. So basic disadvantage is nothing but only thing is that if since you know that for each loop is fully abstracted, okay, you don't have the visibility on the index, means from which index value is coming. So if you're trying to get the value from particular index, you don't have track on that. If you want to insert the value on particular index, you also don't have the track. Reason is basically in enhanced for loop, basically we are not talking about the index, we are just working on the data. Okay, so that we can say this is the one disadvantage we can say. Okay, good. Now coming to the example that how enhanced for loop is working with the array and the collection. In collection we have different API, so how basically it works. Okay, yeah. Now this is the coding part where we are going to understand how to apply the for each loop into the different API. Okay, so for that we will be having one main method. Okay, so inside the main method we are going to call all the method. So first we are going to apply for each loop into the array. Okay, so we can have an SOP here saying that some good thing enhance for loop example. Okay, good. So basically it looks good, that's all. Okay, so first we are going to try with our array. So in array what we will do is first we will insert the data and then again we are going to iterate the data. Okay, so our first task is on array. So okay, insert the value in array. Okay, now this is not good, you can say that enhance for loop in array. So this will give me the one block. Okay, good. Now we are going to write one array. As I told you, first we are going to insert the element and then we are going to iterate the element. So dot, we can say here create array value, create array value. Okay, good. So since we are going to create one array, so we have to pass the size also. So the array size will be 10. Okay, and same API we are going to create. Instead of create array value, we are going to say that get array value. Okay, so we are going to create the two API. Okay, so first API we are creating and it should return the array type, which is integer type. So we can say int array value. Okay, int array value. Okay, and that same array object we are going to pass, so that only we can able to iterate the array. So accordingly we are going to create the two API. Okay, so first one is that create one. So as we know that first we are going to create the array element and then we are going to iterate through the get method. So here we are receiving the index from the user. Okay, so we can store into the local variable called index. Okay, and with this index I am going to create one array. How we are going to create? So int array equal to new integer array, and we are going to pass this argument, since this I am receiving from the user saying that this is the length of our array. Okay, good. Now we will be having one for loop. Okay, this is the not enhanced for loop, this is our regular for loop. Okay, so here with this for loop, in j equal to 0, j is less than index. Since I want to put the value less than index only, otherwise array index out of bound exception will come. So here in array of that I am going to insert j. So basically I am going to insert from 1 to length. Okay, so array of equal to j. Okay, and here also pass j. Okay, so basically we inserted the element from 1 to 10 into this array, so we are good, and this same array we are returning it here. So this array is returning, good, and this array is receiving, right? So here I am going to iterate this one. So this one local variable I am going to create just to secure the user input. So array value, here basically our for each loop will work. If you see here, this is the array, right? And this array I am getting here. So this is our source from where we are receiving the data, and this is the destination from where we are keeping the data. Okay, right? So if you see, there is no much coded here, only two things, and this is your type. If you probably print here value, so right click, run as Java application. If you see enhanced for loop, means we are inserted 1 to 9, means 10th value, and all are getting printed. That's what we are actually expecting, right? I want everything to be in same line. Okay, now right click, run as Java application. You see 0 1 2 3, good. So we can have one SOP here saying that enhanced for loop array example. Okay, and you can write here start also, and the same way you can write here end also. Okay, good. So we are done with the enhanced for loop over array. So we are done with the first task. Second task, we are going to do same. For now it's transfer our java.util.collections. So here we are going to create one array list object, and then same we are going to iterate it. Okay, so this one is our end. Good. Let's keep same SOP here. Enhanced for loop in array list. Okay, so this is end. Okay, now have one SOP also here, array list. Good. Now the same way we are going to create the one method. So this one is a create array. After creating the array list, we are also going to get the value, and for that create array list, create instead of get array list. Okay, so we are going to create two methods accordingly, create this one and this one. Now, so for create array list value, so this is our I, so we can say that int index. Okay, now create one array list integer type, okay, al equal to new array list. Okay, and here also the generic will be same, means integer type value I am going to load it. So here we are going to import the util. Good. So we created the instance of array list. Okay, but now here we are going to insert the data with the same for loop. This is the al, and inside the al add method is there which will help you to insert, and then I am inserting from 0 to 10, 0 to 9, right? So we are good actually. Here it should be less than index. Good. So we inserted the data from 0 to 9 into the array list. Now our sorry, this is the get array list. No, same. No, I want to first insert. No, so this one over here. Okay, good. Now the same array list I want to get the data. So for that, this has to return the array list. To return, we have to say here return statement. Okay, good. And we have to return the add return statement al. Okay, good. So here we are returning the array list. So here array list means al, and the same al I want to pass it here, then only I can able to get the data. Okay, and accordingly probably you want to change the API. Good. So I am receiving one array list. Okay, so array list value. Okay, so now we got the array list value. Now we have to iterate this one through our for each loop, means enhanced for loop. So for enhanced for loop, this is the al value from where we are getting, and this is the value from where we are receiving, right? Directly if you put here your SOP here value, you should be able to get the value which is coming from the array list. Right click, run as Java application. If you see start enhanced for loop for array list and ending array list, see 0 to 9 I have inserted, and the same value I am just iterating through the for each loop. So I don't want new line, I want everything to be same place. So now we are done with the array list. How we are going to access the array list? Okay, so in similar way we have many other applications, set we have, map we have. Okay, so all the same only. Okay, there is no difference between inserting the element and extracting the element. In map you have put method, something like that. Okay, so this is our main logic to introduce enhanced for loop. Okay, and this is the advantage also. If you see, there is a very less code to iterate the data. Okay, so right click, run as Java application. If you see, this is our array and this is our array list. Okay, enhanced for loop. Why here? Okay, that is fine. So we are good now. Okay, yeah. Thanks for watching this video.